The long-anticipated final recap of the GormLeague for the 2024 season. This is Jerry Paid It All here. I did think it would be cool for this week, instead of staring at my ugly face for 6 weeks, if we could just look as I look through my computer. So that's what we're doing. Let's get into it. First, we'll look at the standings. So as we can all see, Blake did end up getting the victory over Jeremy. I can say, as a original member of this league, along with being Jeremy's brother, I would like to continue what Skeeter said last week and say, fuck you, Jeremy. I've dedicated 4 years to this league. Not even close to the championship. You make it in your first year, so you can go fuck yourself. But we see Jalen Hurts got my back this week and gave Jeremy a whopping 4 points, leading to his just absolute butt rape by Blake. So shout out Jalen Hurts and the Eagles for always disappointing. Now, pretty solid performance by Blake here. So even if Jeremy got a solid 30 from Jalen Hurts, Blake would have gone with the chip. So solid performance by Blake. All around, he had a pretty solid season. He has a pretty solid team. Jaden Daniels looks like, the next great quarterback, and that will serve Blake great in fantasy. So good job, Blake. Blake also took my first round and second round pick this year, so the future is looking bright for his team as well. So yeah, fuck you, Blake. But awesome season by Blake. Jeremy, great job getting to the championship in your first year. Hopefully that means great things are to come. He does have some roster issues to address, but honestly, not too bad looking. His running backs are a little bit shaky in terms of depth, but his starters are pretty solid. So Josh Jacobs and Bucket Irving look like two solid running backs for years to come. So that is the championship, folks. Pretty much the final league standings. Blake's at 1, Jeremy at 2. Looks like Logan came in a solid third to Gilly. Fuck you, Gilly, for knocking me out in the first round with a out of nowhere 148 by your garbage team. Sorry, I just have a personal vendetta against Gilly because he knocked me out in the first round. And he also didn't trade me Saquon, but anyways, we'll let bygones be bygones. So we have Gilly in fourth, Super Skeet in fifth, another first-round knockout along with myself, and then myself limping to the finish in sixth place. Now we go to the toilet bowl here. Looks like we got Connor in absolute dead last, not Eric. Major upset there. I really thought Eric was going to have the worst fantasy season ever had, but he pulled out a win in the last week. A whopping 41 by Josh Allen. That's pretty impressive. So that's pretty much the only thing Eric has going for him right now, besides, I guess, the second pick in the draft. But yeah, his team's pretty ass, not going to lie. But congrats on not coming last, buddy. And hey, the Vikings are amazing, so at least he's got that going for him. So yeah, both these teams not great. Hopefully they'll have a good draft. I'm sure that's what they're both going for this year. And then, we have Connor in 10th, Eric in 9th, and then it looks like we have Wes in 8th, the Omni-Men. God, I love the Omni-Men. And then we have Micah in 7th, it looks like. So, that looks like the draft order there. Let's go ahead to this. We'll just give Blake the recognition he deserves. Great job, Blake. Champion of the GOAT League. Right there. Blake, you should post this on social media. I would if I ever got the chance. And here's Connor. Connor, you should also post this on social media and get this tattooed. That should be the punishment. Get that toilet bowl tattooed right on your bicep. All right. So let's take a quick look over here at the standings from last week, the scores. Actually, I think our last week was week 16. So let's see here. Let's see what the first team is that we get to. Skeeter's Titans falling to the Colts. Tragic season for the Titans, really, 3-12. But I'm sure Skeeter at this point would just like to tank for, I guess, Travis Hunter. But yeah, RIP Titans there. We got Blake's team pulling out the dub against the Eagles, knocking out Jalen Hurts. Fuck you, Eagles. I think it's left hand. My left hand's high. You can't see that, but shout out Jaden Daniels and the Commanders for screwing the Eagles. I hate the Eagles. So good job, Blake. He's winning everything right now, apparently. There's Eric's Vikings getting the dub over the Seahawks. So no surprises there, honestly. Sam Darnold's been solid. Justin Jefferson, always solid. I'm jealous. I wish I was a Vikings fan. Let's see here. We got Patriots, Bills. The Dolphins, bro, getting the solid win over the 49ers. Tua is the GOAT. He may have scrambled eggs for brains, but he's the GOAT right there. A-Chain freaking killing it. So I think Tyreek Hill's been kind of a bust this year in fantasy. Damn, 31 points? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Tyreek Hill. Let's see. Yeah, he's been kind of disappointing, but hey, they look like they're making a playoff push, so I guess we'll stay tuned for that. And my team getting the dub, the solid dub over the Bucks. Fuck you, Jeremy. You don't win everything, buddy. Look at Cooper Rush. Dak Prescott and Dak Prescott. Let's go. Let's trade Dak. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the rushing there. Rico Dowdle, disappointing, but so has this whole season, especially with the rush yards. And CeeDee Lamb with a solid game. He's out for the rest of the year, though. So, yeah, pretty, at least the Cowboys could get it done against Jeremy's team. So, I guess that'll be the highlight of this year for me. And then we got Connor's Raiders actually winning against Jacksonville. I mean, if I was Connor, I'd want them to lose, but at least they could beat. I think the Jaguars have finished worst in the league. So, pretty, I guess, good, unless Connor wanted them to lose. He does have the freaking greatest tight end of all time on his team, though. I wish the Cowboys drafted him, but we don't draft good players. So, congrats, Connor. Or not congrats if you were hoping for a loss there. But so, yep, that looks like the league for this year, folks. Blake will have the last pick, but also my pick in the first round. I know that. So, Blake looks like he'll continue to have a solid team. My team will continue to be booty cheeks. We'll take a look at my team. Here, Brock Purdy is not normally my starter. I just was so disappointed I didn't update my lineups. Montgomery hurt. He's okay. Jalen Tolbert, I think I put in for a hurt player. DK's the most inconsistent man on earth. This guy is basically a backup tight end. I think I put him in for someone hurt. He's on the way out. And Butker got hurt, so I had to pick this boy up. My cutie patootie freaking sucks. So that looks like a bust right there. Mace Windu, thank God, is the only consistent player on my team. And then we got the bench. Tyrone Tracy's pretty promising. Najee's a solid 10 a week, so I guess I can't complain there. Got a lot of development receivers. Lad looks pretty solid as long as he plays. So that's promising. Keenan Allen's washed. Garrett Wilson fell off hard right around this week. And Aaron Rodgers sucks, so that's disappointing. This man I gave up a bunch of picks for. He's actually been solid, so except for when he got suspended for having a gun or something. But that is my team. We do not, again, have a first or second round pick here. So this looks like the squad for next year pretty much. Honestly, I think I screwed up. I'm open to trades, people. Najee's on the trade block, but really everyone's open to join your team if you want them to join your team, because I screwed myself. So let's take a look at the other teams real quick. Let's see. How do we... Oh, yeah, here we go. We'll look at Logan's team. Logan's team will probably be solid again. He's got 2 good pickups here at running back. CD's always solid. Jamar Chase is a freaking GOAT. Oh, he's got Jabu. That's great. Sam Darnold could be a great pickup going forward. So, yeah, he's got a pretty solid team. And let's see. He's got McCaffrey. Yep, he'll be solid. And he's got his picks. So, Logan's looking pretty good. We went over Blake's. Skeeter's team. Honestly, surprise of the year, in my opinion, was Skeeter's team. Joe Burrow's solid. Joe Daddy, love him. Chuba Hubbard. Pretty solid this year. Hopefully that continues for him. Marvin Harrison's going to be a stud. Hopkins on the way out. Jaden Reed will probably be a stud for years to come. Oh, he's got Drake May, too. Skeeter's in good shape, especially with quarterback Jordan Love. Let's look at the history right here. Yeah, I dropped them. Should not have done that. But Skeeter's team, honestly, also looks pretty solid, and he's got his draft picks. So Skeeter's looking to make a splash in the offseason, get him over the hump into the chip. We took a look at Jeremy's team. Let's take a look at Gilzilla, one of the most confusing managers in the league. He's got Anthony Richardson here. Could ever be solid if he ever stopped throwing picks. Charbonnet dropped a whopping, let's see here, when he played me in the playoffs, a whopping 38 points out of nowhere. So fuck you, Charbonnet. Fuck you, Gilly. Khalil Shakir, yeah, inconsistent. Who the hell is that guy? Dalton Schultz, pretty solid, actually. Darnell Mooney, Adam Thielen, didn't know he was still playing. He's got Goff. Goff is okay. Huh. Daniel Jones, that's funny. But, yeah, Gilly's team, bench looks terrible. His bench does look pretty bad. Always got Diggs and McCarthy. Okay, he's got something going for him there. But he does got 2 firsts. So, Gilly looking to make a splash in the offseason. Hopefully he can do something with that. But, yeah. Let's go see Micah's team. Kirk Cousins now benched. He's probably on his way out. He's got King Henry and Saquon. He should be mine. But it's pretty solid running backs there. That will stay the same next season. Pretty solid receivers as well. I think that will stay pretty solid. Although Jerry Jeudy needs a QB. Maybe they'll get Sam Darnold. This guy, I should have taken him over Ladd McConkey, but I'm glad Micah got him. So that's pretty solid tight end for probably the rest of this league's existence. Unless we're going to go like 30 years, which I'm totally down for. But Terry McLaurin's always solid. Etienne leaves a lot to be desired, honestly. CJ Stroud, kind of struggling this year. Nick Chubb, he'll be back. Hopefully. I love Nick Chubb, but Cam Akers, Kenneth Walker, good, but hurt all year. Xavier Legette is a development player right there. Chris Godwin, unfortunate injury. So Micah will probably have a pretty solid team. There's Tim. We all love Tim. So honestly, shout out to Micah for letting Tim continue to take up a roster spot. Hopefully that does you some good omens in the future, sir. And let's just take a look. He does not have his first pick. I believe Gilly has it. So Micah kind of in the same boat as me, except his roster is looking a little bit nicer. So good job, Micah. Let's look at the Omni-Man. Kyler Murray, The Hobbit, nice. Rico Dowdle, prospering, will probably not be prospering next year. Hopefully will be replaced. Ham Sandwich, pretty good. JJ the Jet Plane, pretty solid right there. The Guy, also solid. Swifty Ha Papa. I actually think I traded him to Omni-Man, yep, for Montgomery and Elijah Moore. Best trade I ever made. Sorry, Omni-Man. Kyle Pitts kind of sucks. But he does have solid Nico Collins, Puka Nacua, and Tyler Bass. Honestly, I'm going to say it right now. Omni-Men, they're my pick to win the league next year. I'll say it. I'll go on record. Bryce Young, 27 points. That's solid. He's pretty good at quarterback. Looks like Wes is. Does leave some depth to be desired at running back for sure. Rashad White, looks like he might be getting less and less carries. He's got T. Higgins on the bench, and Bateman's got pretty good depth at receiver. He's got my boy Jordan on the bench. Hopefully he'll be the starter next year because Aaron Rodgers sucks. Jonathan Brooks is a promising prospect, and he does have his first-round pick. So Omni-Man, pretty solid. If he makes some good moves this offseason, I think he'll be the team to beat. And now we'll go to the two shitballs of the league. Connor's team. I think we already went over his roster, but yeah, his roster kind of sucks. Older on the way out. Xavier Worthy's pretty decent, but not a lot on here to say. He does have the Massage King, who's in need of a massage currently because he is hurt, and he also sucks booty cheeks, so there's that. Yeah, this team is honestly dog shit. Sorry, Connor. He does... oh, look, there's my first-round pick. So, he does... oh, and my second. So, he has a lot of picks. So, maybe Connor could make something happen. But this team does kind of suck. So, we got to work on that, Connor. Let's have a big offseason, buddy. And you know what? Make some trades with me. How about that? And last but not least, we'll look at Eric. Josh Allen, pretty solid. Rest of the team, Debo's kind of washing up. Travis Kelce might become Taylor Swift's toy after this season. So, had sex pregame. That's a good one. Amari Cooper, a lot to be desired. Justin Tucker, kind of getting washed at this point. He's got Baker. He's got Trevor Lawrence, who probably doesn't even know who he is anymore because he is severely concussed. He's got about a bunch of washed running backs. Brandon Cooks, a bunch of washed receivers as well. Let's see. Yeah, not too good. Oh, he does have Michael Penis, so that's promising. And he does have a couple of draft picks too, so at least the ones at the bottom have a bunch of picks. So, that is our outlook, fellas, for the next year. Now, I want everybody to drop in the comments who they think is going to win next year, just based on this right now. It's been a pleasure, fellas. I've had a lot of fun this season. My team disappointed, but it was still fun. So I'll leave you with this mystique. Bring us into the next season. Give me some good luck. Go Cowboys.